Welcome, and today let's prepare our very simple meal. It's affordable. You can have it for breakfast, for lunch, or for dinner. And it is matoke, or the green bananas. So we are going to prepare. We begin by cutting our onions. Then we'll proceed to cutting our tomatoes. Remember, you can adjust the number of your bananas as per the number of people in your family or household. So today I'm going to cook 5 medium-sized bananas, and I'm going to top it up with some peanut butter that is going to act as our source of protein. Then for the vegetables, you don't have to worry. Here we have our onions and tomatoes. For today, those are going to act as our vegetables. Remember, we are cooking on a budget. This is how you can survive with very little or no money. So let's begin by frying our onions. Remember, I always tell you, take your time to fry the onions. Don't just put it there and leave it doing something else. As you can see here, I'm peeling our bananas, but I can assure you that I'm keeping an eye on those onions. I stir them occasionally. So I've not just left them there because I want to end up with a very nice golden brown ingredient. That is our onion. So I'm peeling our bananas. Remember, I do this as I keep an eye on the onions, stirring them over and over. So let's go ahead and add in our tomatoes. This is a very simple cooking. If you're on a tight budget, then you may have to consider this because we are only having 2 ingredients here. Basically, the vegetables. These are the onions and the tomatoes. Then we are going to add salt. I find that when I add salt immediately after putting in my tomatoes, it helps my tomatoes to cook faster. It's like it bleeds the soup off the tomatoes. I don't know, but you will try and tell me and let me know. Yeah, it quickens the cooking process of the tomatoes. So make sure also you cook your tomatoes until they're soft, or whichever way you like. I know some people like it all. So I'm adding in our bananas. Again, the bananas, you can cook them all. It's not a must that you cut them into small pieces like this, but I prefer them this way because I also have a small baby, so it's easier. I know you'll say you can mash them, but I like them this way. So I've added in some water. Then I'll stir again to make sure everything is mixed in well. So after that, I'll just taste to see if the salt is enough. Then cover it and let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes. Then after 10 minutes, I've come in with my spoon to scoop some soup. This soup, I want to use it in making the peanut butter. I want to melt the peanut butter. That's why I'm taking off some soup, the hot soup. So it makes it easier for me to mix in the butter very well because I want a nice paste. That is what I'm going to pour into the cooked bananas. So I'm just stirring so I can get that smooth paste. Just stir. You can also put it all, but I prefer it this way. You can put it inside the sufuria, or the cooking pot so it can melt inside there, but I prefer making it smooth before I transfer into the cooking pot. So back to our cooking pot, I'm just going to pour in our peanut butter. Remember to first test the bananas. Here I'm testing to see if they are cooked enough. I don't want it very soft, because when I put in the butter, if it is too soft, then it will mash the bananas, and I want the bananas somehow whole when I'm eating them. So it has cooked enough for me to transfer in the peanut butter. Then I'm going to go ahead to use the spoon to mix in the peanut butter. I'm avoiding the cooking stick at this point because it will mash my bananas. So I'm using the spoon instead. So just mix in everything well, taking your time to mix it all in well. You see, our soup is already becoming thick. This is yummy. This is nutritious. If you are on a tight budget, then this is a meal you'd want to consider. And it's filling. You stay full for a longer period of time. So once everything is mixed in well, I'm just going to go ahead and cover it for another 1 minute. Then our bananas or matoke will be ready to be served. It is ready now. I'm just going to serve it. Remember, you can serve it with rice or some meat. You can also take it with some chapati if you want. It's a versatile meal. It goes well with almost anything. So make sure you try this recipe. I tell you and I assure you, you'll like it, you'll enjoy it. And even most importantly, or the amazing thing about it, it's that it's cheap. It's cheap and it's simple to make. Until next time, bye!